We are live. We are live. What up, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Zulu. Gotta like, share, subscribe, comment. Y'all come on in. I apologize. Like I tell y'all, uh, I'm gonna try to make sure I always reiterate that I may be busy, that I be working long hours, doing a lot of work. So a lot of these streams, if I don't get to them, I'll make them up. So I'll definitely make them up for y'all. But getting into the topic, I've seen various streams on this topic of only women showing up to a singles mixer in Dallas, and nobody's really talking about the real issues. You had a few content creators that hit on some key points, but I went ahead and just broke it down as to why no men showed up. Uh, I started out with six reasons, well, five reasons, and I added a sixth because there is a real problem with the sixth reason that even men overlook and don't really talk about. Uh, but let me start with the first before we get into that. We're gonna do them in order, and we're gonna run through them quick because, like I said, I'm at work and I'm doing streams from work while I had a downtime. If I can't get to them at night, it's hard for me to be up late working 10, 12 hours a day and then going home at night having time to do a stream. Sometimes I can, most of the time I can't. But the number one reason, or the first reason that nobody showed up as far as men to that singles mixer in Dallas is that the anti-male, make all men guilty rhetoric has overtaken Black women. Um, it, you know, it's gotten to the point to where really, primarily, Black women have damaged their ability to have a natural interaction with a Black man. Indoctrination is a real thing. And the whole concept of indoctrination needs to be taught to where, you have to teach people, especially from what we see, Black women, the dangers of indoctrination and how to prevent being indoctrinated, how to filter necessary information that is needed in anything without being fully indoctrinated to the point to where you take upon yourself to absorb too much information, thinking all the information is valid and useful when it's not. Some of it is supposed to be discarded. And the Black male has become the world's villain, even amongst their own women. We have somehow been blamed for everything that every man in history has done. And we are taking the worst of the framing, false accusations from everyone. So this is the number one reason. A lot of men know that women second guess them, women label them as a shit. It's just we have no respect, no value, no fairness amongst our own women. Yet our women expect us to be at their disposal. You when you look at who's always talking about they don't want somebody controlling. Women talk about they don't want somebody controlling, but really they're the ones that's controlling and narcissistic. You can't ask them to do anything. Um, and that's just how it is now. Now, getting into number two is black men know that most women have no good intentions toward them. Um, we can talk about hypergamy all day long, hypergamy from a scientific perspective and try to justify it. But at the end of the day, hypergamy has nothing to do with a person's character, a person knowing right from wrong. If you acknowledge hypergamy, even in the scientific aspect, you're acknowledging the fact that somebody can at any given time throw you away. When you've been nothing but good to that person, supportive, you've even helped that person get to where they are. Um, and you make an excuse for women being traitorous, which also extends to the sixth reason. So no man wants to be used these days, and no man wants to overexert himself in efforts to have a relationship when it's not reciprocating. So, so that is the issue. Um, the majority of women today don't have good intentions toward men. They're out to use men, live off a man, and at the same time, they may have uh, multiple men while using one for this and one for that. It is proven. So let's get into number three, right? Most men today know that women don't have no culture and tradition and no role based system, especially in the black community. You cannot have a relationship without having roles. The female is supposed to carry out certain roles and functions, and the male has certain roles and functions and responsibilities. That's just the way it is. I hear all the time where women holler, I want somebody on my level. Well, a man is not supposed to be on your level or have like so much of a likeness and similarities to you because he's a man. You know, he is not a female. So I don't never really understand why they say that. Um, I've been around women. Women try to make me do certain things and watch certain types of movies and films and stuff like that. I'd be totally oblivious to it because I'd be like, this has nothing to do with what I'm interested in as a man, what stimulates me as a man. Um, so it's hard trying to stomach somebody trying to force feed you what they prefer until you understand that there's supposed to be a natural male female dynamic, and all this society and man-made stuff has nothing to do with natural order. And every time somebody comes up with some new theory, concept, or philosophy, that you have to weigh it against how things work naturally and then decide to whether discard it or not. Most of the time I discard it. I mean, I have no time to be acting or conforming to something that's not natural and not normal to me. And I'm not going to do it, period. So let's go to number four, multiple men and a damaging sexual history. Most women, I just want to put this on women. Everybody's used up. Everybody's had too many partners. You don't know who's married to who, who's attached to who. People have had so much sex throughout their lives now in this modern era that it's ridiculous. So the thing is, multiple people is a major concern between the sexes. but women just have the ability to have multiple people more than more men. So when the average man uh, wants to pursue a woman, the way the dating market is set up, hold on for a second. The way the dating market is set up, it's set up to where women get to try out multiple men in different various ways, whether it be on dates, conversation, or sex. And then the average man has to engage in some type of competition, some type of rotation in order to win the female over. And dudes are tired of that. Uh, I've been telling guys a long time ago, do not compete for a woman. And me myself, I refuse to deal with or interact with a woman on a serious level who's talking to more than one guy, sleeping with more than one guy, and going on dates with more than one guy. So guys don't want to deal with that. Even if you go to a singles mixture, like what just happened, guys know that these ladies really aren't single, and there's a man somewhere. So why go somewhere and spend some money uh, to deal with women who already got somebody they're dealing with, and you can just Netflix and chill. So let's go to number 5, right? We as black men, we're tired of everybody's shit. We're tired of being the poster boy for everything wrong in society. Um, Even when we're the victims of something, everybody hijacks our victimhood and use it to their benefit, you know, and it's getting ridiculous. I mean, we're we're the bulk of all the Me Too's and allegations. Then if we get killed by the police or something like that, you got groups that come in. You got the Rainbow Coalition, feminism. You got foreigners. Everybody uses civil rights as and put the dead black man as the poster child. And then these nonprofits and stuff like that become rich. You know, so I mean, we can't win out here. I ain't gonna go too far in that, man. That's just obvious. And then our own women, they also benefit from that as well. And it's never really a discussion about the welfare of black men and black boys. Never. You know. Number 6, in this current economy with the state of inflation, it's not a good idea to be. I can't say I won't say you can't go out have a good time, but women are just too eventful. I can assure you that this singles mixer is not an isolated incident. That these women do go out often. You know, and they're acting as if they don't ever go out. Though, like this was an event that was planned, and everybody's just been sitting at home and not doing nothing, and they came out after a month or 2 months of being in the house, and it was a disappointment. I can promise you that is not the case because women are eventful, especially as much as they talk about traveling and doing various things. You know, to be honest with you, women are like kids, grown kids, and because they get bored, have to be entertained. You have to cater to emotions to them. So it's just a whole lot. But nobody has time to be spending money in an inflated economy right now. That's unnecessary. And then taking on a woman is a responsibility within itself. It's another bill. It's a very high bill. Um, and women have bad spending habits, and they have this concept of lifestyle and uh, the luxurious example, the fake luxurious example that's attached to relationships and marriage is very, very, very influential today. It's misleading as well because that's not what those things are about. So, if women understood economics and money and spending habits and getting away from this misinterpretation of what a lifestyle should be based on luxury, they would be better off. You know what I'm saying? They could approach men as simple as men are, but they can't. Yeah. So, I mean, it's very sad, and they have no understanding why these things are happening. And the more you tell them, and which is a waste of time, and you see what happens, men just be like, you know what, we ain't showing up, we opt out. It's going to continue to increase until they understand it. Hey, hold up, we have become unfair. We claimed equality, but we're really not equal. We're looking for supremacy, and then we're being out of control and non-cooperative. Uh, so they're gonna be like this for a long time. It's gonna get worse. You're gonna see more stuff like this. So y'all just get ready. I mean, be honest with you, it's actually a good thing. This is what you dudes actually need to do. I've been telling you guys to do stuff like this. Just back off. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you can do. Back off, man. You know, you can find time to mingle and do stuff at your own reconnaissance. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Actually, man, it was a good job. I just wanted to talk about it because I know the real reasons, and I wanted to go in depth as quick as possible. I didn't need to do a real long stream or have no panel or nothing like that. But take it for what it's worth, man. Take it for what it's worth, and you will see more. Trust me. But it's your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day.